Hello and welcome back to this second video of this PHP course. This video is going to be quite fast, or at least I'm going to try to do it quite quick, so we can get into the meat of, doing actual websites with PHP, like creating users, getting sessions, chats and everything. But to do that, I'm just going to cover a few more concepts for the people that are not too comfortable programming. So if you're comfortable programming with loops or arrays or hash tables, then you can skip the video because you're going to be, you'll understand this in the future. So for the people that are not comfortable with these things, I just want to go quite quick through the different types of arrays, loops. We have the first kind of loop, which is a while loop. So for example, we have while, so we have a variable, right, called count. And if we say while count is less than 0, is greater than 20, then we're going to do whatever it's in between these brackets, and we call this a block. We can say, for example, echo counting, and then we do count. Okay, so what we're doing is we're just printing while this statement is true, count is greater than 20, we're going to do this. So if I run the program, we're going to have a tiny problem. We're doing something wrong. Yeah, so while count is less, so while count is less than 20, we're going to run it, and as you can see, there's thousands and millions of times this is printing. As you can see here, this keeps loading and loading and loading. So what's going on? Well, what's going on right now is that count is always going to be less than 20. So therefore, it's going to keep doing this infinite number of times. And that's what we call an infinite loop. And we never want that, okay? Because we're going to saturate the server. And this is, it's never good news. We never want an infinite loop. So what we could do, for example, is just do count is equal to count plus 1, okay? I suppose most of you are already comfortable with this, so I don't have to, So what we're doing here right now is we're doing count 0, counting 2, counting 3, counting 4, until counting 19. If you want to see them more appropriately, like one after another one, what we could do is we could add a BR here, which adds a line in between. Okay, that's perfect, right? So we can see we start from 0 and it's gonna go all the way down to 19, and it's not gonna print the 20 because when it goes here we say count is equal to 20. Is 20 less than 20? No, it's not. So this loop is gonna finish and it's gonna skip that line and it's gonna keep doing more things after. There's another type of loop which we call a do while loop, and it looks like this. So a do while loop, okay, so I'm going to do the exact same. Count is less than 20. A do while loop, what happens is that, for example, it's actually going to only run at least once. So it's going to go here, it's going to say count is equal to 0. And it's going to do this, and then it's going to check after, we need a semicolon there, it's going to check after if the condition is true. So if we run it, we're not going to see any difference at all. But if, for example, count is equal to 21, which is not less than 20, okay, it's actually going to print it only once, and that is because it's going to run this statement, and then after it's run once, it's going to check if the condition is still true or not. So that's the main difference. The do while loop runs at least once. The while loop only runs, it can run as many times as you want, but it doesn't have to run one. So there's other types of loops like for each, a for loop, or with arrays. So we want let me just get into arrays very quick. Imagine we had an array of cars, let's just say cars. To create an array, which is a collection of items, we need to create this function called array, and we're going to give it, for example, Volvo, BMW, Mercedes, etc, etc. So we just have a collection of cars, okay, and there's 3 items on it. So for example, if we wanted to print the first car, we would have to do echo cars and number 0, because an array is indexed by the 0 item. So this will be index 0, this will be index 1, and this will be index 2. So let's run it. As you can see, we do Volvo. But what happens if we do echo cars 5? There's not a 5th element, well, a 6th element on the array, is there? It's not going to print anything. But if you really want to see what cars 5 is, we could do a var dump, as we said in the previous exercise, in the previous video. So we do cars 5. As you can see, cars 5 is actually null, okay, which means emptiness or means nothing. So let's do, for example, cars 5. Let's print cars 5 is equal to null. So we're comparing it to null and see if it's true or not. And as you can see, we get 1, which is true. It's a funny way of doing things, but we'll see this afterwards, okay? We'll deal with these things after. So, more on arrays. You can also print or echo the number of items in an array, just doing count cars. And there's 3 items. And that's basically it. We're not going to get into more type of for loops or different arrays with like hash tables or anything like that until we actually need it, and we'll deal with it in the future, okay? So this is going to be the end of the video. I recommend you to go to a website called W3 Schools. So it's called w3schools.com, which is very good, because they have a very good tutorial on PHP. You know, they have like a wide variety, you know, so you can see if you're wondering what other type of loops there is or what other types of arrays there are, then you can do that. So I hope you liked the video, and I'll see you soon. Thank you.